Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good after midnight. Whatever time you're watching this video, welcome to another episode of Greg Blends. Now, today we have a slightly different format. As you can see, I'm on camera. Also, we have a poster that I made for my channel. I have my orange Blender shirt on and my Lucky Propeller hat. And as you can see, this looks kind of like a speed run. And so what I thought was basically, I already did a donut scene in Blender 1.0, but the video ended up being an hour and a half long. And, people really liked the video. People liked seeing old Blender, but an hour and a half is a lot to ask people to watch. So I decided, what if I tried to do it as a speed run as quickly as possible? So I have my camera down here. It seems to be lagging a little bit, but I'm using a wireless camera streaming over my network to kind of view my workstation. And I set up some rules for this speed run. Now, as you can see, I called it Glitchless. I'm going to try not to rely on any glitches from Blender, but so we must make a plate, a donut with sprinkles, a mug that has coffee in it, a table, a wall, and we must frame the shot. And that's the last thing that we must do. Use predefined colors. Now, because this is a speed run, I don't want to have anything that's kind of an artistic thing as part of the process, something where you're kind of choosing a color and dwelling on it, because that could change for every person if anyone else decides to try this. And so what I did is I made this screenshot of all the colors, so the cake, the frosting, the sprinkles, etc. And this is going to be on my second monitor so I can reference it, but basically I have the RGB values for every color, so I'll just be typing those in. The Torus must be a 5:6 resolution. You'll see what that means during the speedrun, but basically I found a way to make a donut Torus pretty quickly, and these are the resolution options. And then finally there must be 15 sprinkles, 5 of each color, blue, green, orange. They probably need to be rectangular prisms, and I think a requirement should be is that you rotate them manually so that they kind of look nice as opposed to just duplicating one and not really trying hard. Obviously, the rules are a little bit loose, but all right, so if I minimize this, I have my emulator, and the first thing we're going to do is join the windows. Once I open Blender, the timer will start. Join windows, make a torus, make the frosting, make sprinkles on the frosting, make a plate, make a mug, make coffee, make the table wall, and then the last thing is frame scene. So I've never done a speed run before. You're going to see my very first try at this. Let's go. All right, let's try to do a Blender 1.0 speedrun. All right, the first thing we're going to do, open Blender. And Blender is open. Start the timer. So I want to join my windows so that I have a better work environment, something I'm more comfortable in. Also, it probably runs a little bit faster if it's only one thing. Next section, we need to create a torus. I'm going to add a curve. Bezier circle, exit edit mode, Shift E to duplicate, hit escape to center it, press S to scale it into about there, click, press U, make a new object / user data. We're going to go and rename this. This is going to be the only thing we rename the entire time. Come on. This needs to be called S, hit enter. Its resolution should be 5, hit set. Select the outer circle, set its bevel object to be S. We now have a torus, Alt-C to convert it to a mesh. Select this circle, hit delete. Go to side view. We're already in the correct orientation, so we need to zoom in. Alright, we need to give this torus a material, our first material, and again, I'm not going to be naming these. Add new material. So this color is going to be 724. I'm using my little color cheat sheet. This one needs to be 618. And this one needs to be 0.3. We have our torus. Next step, we need to make the frosting. Go into edit mode, box select these vertices. Shift D to duplicate. Move them up very slightly. Lock on axis with middle mouse button. Scale out just a bit. Press P to separate. Exit into object mode. Select the frosting. Go into edit mode. We're going to use box select to pull some of the frosting down. Alright, grab, lock on Z-axis, click, that's perfect. Now we need to make it clip into the donut material. So I'm going to select the bottom ring, hit extrude, yes, bring it down just a bit, and then scale it in until we clip through the donut. Now the problem is, from the top view, this inner circle needs to be actually expanded. So I'm going to use box select with middle mouse to deselect the outer vertices. And then we can expand just the inner circle that we still have selected. So now we will scale this until it clips through the donut. All right, exit edit mode, rotate. We need to give it a material. Add new material. All right, and this material is going to be 1.0 for red. Just drag that all the way to the top. 0.452. 452, and then for blue we need 785. All right, we have our pink. Does it look correct? It does. All right, so I'm going to parent that to the donut with Control P. I'm going to select just the frosting now. Go into top view, and next section we're working on sprinkles. So I'm going to go into edit view. We need 15 sprinkles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'm going to Shift D to select these vertices, escape, press P to separate them. Go into edit mode, select just those. If we can get them, come on. There we go, edit mode. I'm going to select this vertice, I'm going to duplicate it. I'm then going to extrude it so that we have a handle we can work with. Now, in the center of the scene, I'm going to add a cube. We're going to scale down until it's the size of a sprinkle. There we go. Then we're going to scale on just one axis to make it elongated like a sprinkle. Perfect. We're going to take that, parent it to our vertices. Then with just the vertices selected, in the animation menu we can select dupliverts to create a bunch of those. Then with that selected again, we can do Control Shift A, make dupliverts real. We can then delete this object, delete our center sprinkle, and then delete these two objects as well. I'm going to move the donut and frosting into the second layer so we can work with just the sprinkles. I'm going to select everything, press U, make new user object and data. Then we have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Join those into one mesh and move them into a new layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Join those into a new mesh and move them into the sprinkles layer. Come on. Select the remaining ones. Select just one. Control join. Yes, move them into that sprinkles layer. Alright, let's go to the sprinkles layer. Now we need to give these each individual colors. So for the first one, we will go to materials. Create a new material. This will be the only one that I name, because this will also be used for the wall later. So blue, we'll call it B. So we want 712. $840 and 939. There is the blue sprinkles. Then we have to do green sprinkles. Create new material. This will be also 712. Nine 6-2 and 697. All right, let's select the last one. Give it a new material. And this will be the orange sprinkles. We want 970. We want 462 and 197. All right, rotate the viewport, and we have all our sprinkles. So now I'm going to bring in the donut layer. And we just need to edit some of our sprinkles so that we can rotate them nicely. Deselect everything, box select. All right, where's our next one? Over here. And our next one. Come on, let go. My mouse is stuck on. I can't let go right now. Come on, stop. Well, we have a problem here. I can't actually get Blender to let go of the donut. I think we're back in business. If I could select these. Alright, we rotated all those sprinkles. Let's move them into a new layer. Where's the next set? Edit. I think this is the one that I was working on before it all got screwed up. Sorry, I'm not narrating much. This is super stressful because I don't want Blender to mess up again. I am not a speedrunner, so this is incredibly stressful for me. Oh no, it's stuck again. Let go of the donut. Why are you still rotating? I don't know how to get it out of this mode. Okay, there we go. I don't know what that is. Alright, we have all these ones. Let's put them in this layer. Hopefully the last set of sprinkles will go a little bit easier than this. Where is their origin point? Is it here? There we go. Top view. The slowness is absolutely killing me with this. This wouldn't be so bad if it was responsive. Like I can't, like I do the box select and then it just doesn't update for some reason. And this sprinkle positioning is by no means going to be perfect, but I'm going to say that for the requirements of the speedrun, each sprinkle should be at least rotated somewhat on like 2 axes to try to match the surface of the donut. So every one of these sprinkles will have been rotated twice, once from the top view and once from some kind of side view. Last sprinkle. All right, let's move these into the sprinkles layer. Now, if we enable the sprinkles layer, stop, stop rotating. There's our sprinkles. Next section, plate. Alright, I'm going to go into a new layer. Completely new layer. If I can get my mouse down there. Alright, Shift C, go to center. We're going to add just a regular, not a plane. Add a circle. 32 vertices is fine. Select everything. We're going to scale it in. We're going to fill that. Okay, alt fill. Yes, beauty fill. Sure, fine. Extrude. Scale out a bit. Extrude. Scale out a bit. Go to front view. Grab. Lock on Z-axis. Extrude. Lock on Z-axis. Scale out. Perfect. Then we're going to extrude. Bring it down just on the Z-axis. Scale it out. Maybe bring it down a little bit more. Extrude again. Lock to Z-axis. Scale in a bit. Extrude again. Lock on Z-axis, and bring it home. Alright, we have our plate. We need to give it a material. This material should be, I believe, all white. Don't worry, plate, it's all white. Yes, that's the correct material. Alright, plate is done. Next section, we need to make a mug. Let's go into another new layer. Top view, turn off rendering. We will add a circle, vertices 32, that's fine, let's scale it in. Front view, extrude, lock on axis, scale, extrude, lock on axis, scale just a bit, extrude, lock on axis, make it about that big, extrude, lock on axis. We're going to zoom in just a little bit. Scale, alright, extrude, lock on axis, scale, extrude, lock on axis. There we go. Now we need to make the mug handle, so let's add a new circle. This time we only want 12. There we go. Scale this in. Deselect everything. Box select. Grab on just this axis. Select all. Can I make this? Let's try this. Nope, that did not work. And we lost our data. Circle 12, scale. I guess I should have known better. This is not the time for experimenting. Let's go to side view, rotate, hold control to snap. Grab. Extrude. 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 Now there could be techniques to speed up this part of the speed run, such as perhaps I could have tried to mirror the top half and then used remove doubles or something like that, but that's for someone else to figure out on another day. Alright, we have a mug handle. Let us join that into our mug mesh. Now this needs to be the same material that we just made for the plate. Should be the last one. There we go. So now we need to make the coffee. Let's add a circle. Back to 32. And we're on the next step, coffee. Make that about that big. Extrude. scale, Shift F, front view, grab, lock to Z axis, bring it up to about there. We need to give it a new material. This one is going to be 179. .076. And 0.061. Alright, we will parent that to our mug so they will move together. And then the last thing I need to do is make the table and the wall. Let's go to our main scene. Let's go to the top view. Let's add a plane. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Zoom out. Not that far. Stop. Stop zooming. Oh no, it's stuck zooming. I don't know how to stop it from zooming. There we go. Scale just on one axis. It really does not like the middle mouse button. Alright, let's deselect everything. Grab these ones, extrude these down. Alright. And then let's duplicate these. Extrude. This will be our wall. P to separate. Alright. This is our last material. The tabletop color is 758. 7, 5. Didn't get the 7. 7. 598. 598. And finally 333. Alright, and then the wall just needs to become the blue color, which we named B. Alright, we're on the final stretch now. We just have to arrange our scene. So I'm going to get... Where are the sprinkles? The sprinkles. And I need the donut. Where's the donut? There we go. So I'm going to select everything and then parent it to just this so they can all be moved at once. Select everything. Top view. Let's take our donut, scale it down, move it to the side of the plate, scale the plate down, slightly off center. Let's take our coffee cup. Why is the handle not part of the coffee cup? Thought I joined that. Alright, rotate the coffee cup. How does it look scale-wise? The donut needs to go up onto the plate. The table and the wall can go down just a bit. The wall should be right at the edge. The table should be right at the edge. Let's bring our mug in. Make it a little bit bigger. Our shot is framed. Time. Oh, man. That was not fun. I don't know why I thought speedrunning. Oh, that donut scene would be fun. Wow. Well, there we go. I was hoping for a better time. I was honestly hoping for like sub 20, but those sprinkles are killer. So let's look at our times. All right, so join Windows, that was only 9 seconds. Make Torus, 1:31. We were doing so good. Frosting, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Not bad. We're only at like 5 minutes. And then the sprinkles happen. Oh, this is cumulative time. So we're only at 3 minutes and 36 seconds by the time we're at frosting. Then sprinkles happen. Oh, those sprinkles were a nightmare. I would love to see someone actually try to do this speed run, but I already feel sorry for them if they're going to try to do the sprinkles. One of the things is when there is particle systems, but they're very limited. If we go over to this animation menu and like we select an object, let's select the mug. You can go to new effect and you can choose particles, but I have no idea how to use them in Blender 1.0, and I don't know if they can duplicate an object or do random placement. That's something that somebody would have to find out. If you could figure that out, then that might be very good. You probably wouldn't have to do all that manual placement, and you could save a ton of time. But I don't know how to get the particles to work, so what I ended up using was Dupli-Verts, which basically, if you have vertices, it'll copy an object to every vertice. So I just selected 15 vertices from the frosting, duplicated them to be their own object, then I duplicated the rectangle to all 15 of those vertices, but the problem is they'll all be facing the same way, and part of the fun is having it be, sprinkles that look a little bit different. So here we have my render from last time. And, the sprinkles are all placed nicely. Obviously, this one looks a lot better, but it also took me 1.5 hours to make this. So, so the sprinkles are killer. That's so slow. The plate went by pretty fast. That took like 2 minutes. The mug went by pretty fast, it felt like. The handles is an annoying part, but it looked okay. Oh, man. And a couple of these things, like I think the mug should actually be a little bit shorter. I forgot to hit the thing on was this live split to go to the next time. So that's something, I'm not really a streamer, so that's something I just have to get used to is doing that. But wow, I was really hoping this video would be a lot quicker. I'm sure you could audibly hear my frustration when I was playing with it, especially when it was getting stuck. That was killing me. Like the mouse button was getting stuck, so I couldn't stop rotating the camera. And I was just like spamming buttons trying to figure out how to fix that. What else? So, I mean, overall, I guess that's still a world record because I'm the first person to ever have done that. But yeah, so there you go. So, hopefully that's a fun video. I would really love to see somebody else try this. Now, my previous video I just uploaded was how to install MAME or how to install Blender 1.0 on Windows 10. So now anybody should be able to follow that tutorial and actually play with this software. So I challenge you, can you make this scene in better time than basically 28 minutes? I really thought I could do sub 20. I'm certainly not going to practice though. I never want to do that again. I guess that doesn't sound very encouraging for anybody. But I hope you liked this video. The world record of a glitchless donut scene 100% speedrun in Blender 1.0. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it because this is a new channel, so you know, I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, so that would be great. Ring the notification bell if you want to find out the next time I'm doing stuff with Blender. I probably will keep exploring older versions of Blender. I don't know if I'm going to do anything more with Blender 1.0 right now. I think somebody on Reddit or something gave me an idea for a scene that I could do, so I might try that. We'll see how it goes, but I do want to play with Blender 1.6 so that I could actually render, because if you recall, this version of Blender crashes when you try to render, and I don't think that's Blender's fault. I think that's because the MAME emulator doesn't fully support the graphics, so that's a thing. But anyways, I might do some 1.6. I want to look at some of my older projects and share those with you. And I just have a ton of Blender stuff planned. I actually have like a dozen videos that I want to do. So there's going to be a lot more content coming. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and peace.